we come to you live on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by the pride of Plainfield, New Jersey. He's been running the fast break his entire life. It's Jay Williams.
Dishing it left, dishing it right, making the right play at the right time. That's what Plainfield guards do. Let's see what the guards do down in the court tonight.
And Jay, we are ready to go. This one about to get underway. James, the pass taken away by the Clippers. To George. Count the basket. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Second one's good. Splits the pair. To Leonard. Gets it in the left corner. George, his first effort off the mark. To Cousins. Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Clippers have the basketball. George, well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Kyle Kuzma. Not that time. He misses. Leonard buries it.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Across the timeline comes James. They trail by 2. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Here's lesson number 1. When you allow a player like that the freedom of space to dance with the ball, there's no telling what kind of break dance move they might hit you with.
Beverly lets it fly from long range, buries it on the catch and shoot.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that, but that was nice.
LeBron into the front court. They're down 3. To Kyle Kuzma. Tough move in close quarters with the crossover. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, good offense, beating good defense.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. LBJ. Probing the defense. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Paul George to Leonard. George to Leonard. Here's a chance from long range, and Kawhi Leonard. Good on the quick release there.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Nothing going here on that drive. James to Davis. Fine to shoot. Here's Davis. And it's Zubac with the rebound. To Leonard. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That his third 3 in this first quarter alone.
And the defense has to push up on the offensive player. Don't let him have clear vision of the basket.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Luke Walton shifting gears as the subs enter the game. Stevenson, tough matchup against George. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Paul George with a piece.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
To Beverly. Leonard. Curling inside. Kawhi Leonard. That's now 4. He hasn't missed.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
From the painted area, won't go down. George, textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Offensive board. Leonard. Okay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
17-footer at the buzzer. Final shot of the period, almost. It would have counted, but no good. Time's run out here in the first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. LA Clippers with the basketball. George still hasn't hit from deep in the first half. No good.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
George. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good. To Caldwell Pope. Shot from the lane won't go. Strong finish for Paul George. Jay, we're seeing more of the same to start the second.
It's called settle for more. Just because a defender gives you space doesn't mean that you need to take the jump shot. Keep attacking the rim. It will open up eventually.
It's James controlling the offense. Here comes the screen. It's James. That's how you defend.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Add 2 points to the board. Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game and you will receive an exclusive discount.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Rondo with the basketball. They trail by 7. To Kyle Kuzma. Has a look. Jumper's good.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Leonard. Rare miss the way he's been shooting. Shot's no good. LeBron into the front court. 5-point game. From long range, no issues for Kuzma. Hand in his face, he drills it.
Well, the defense has been good, but the shot-making ability has been better. And sometimes for NBA players at this level, the more you're in their face, the more it helps them center their focus on the target, which is making the shot. I know it sounds weird, but trust me, it's a real thing there.
Lakers at the controls right now. To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the three, and he knocks it down.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
To shoot for Los Angeles. Goes to the right side. Short jumper misses. Leonard to Paul George. Beyond the arc for three. And Paul George, not sure why they left him that wide open. Takes advantage.
And the three-point shot of the offense applies so much pressure on the defense, you can no longer build your teams inside out. The new way, you build your team outside in.
The three, it's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
George, no good. That's great defense. To Kyle Kuzma. Going to launch beyond the arc. Good contest. Made it tough for Kuzma. Paul George goes to the left side. To George for three. And Paul George good on the quick release there.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
The feed stolen away. So a tight one as we reach the break in a one-point game. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen. A lot of intrigue to come in this second half. A one-point game as we resume play here in the third quarter. George, he was all over him.
In the first half, he pretty much made every single shot. It was magical to watch. But now that you have drawn so much attention, try to get your teammates more involved.
To Paul George. 4-3. Paul George locked in. Hits the tough three.
Well, they're shooting the ball at an amazing clip. And when they shoot the ball this well, they're essentially unguardable. And Ed, let me tell you what that does for the team. It eventually opens up space to put the ball down on the ground and get to the rim. That's how critical the three-point shot is.
Cousins to Danny Green. Chance for Cousins. Works it. Cousins off the mark. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
Don't rush this now. The game's been tight so far.
George. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. A career 84% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Second and 3 is good. No good. Made the first two, missed the last. LeBron James with the rock. Sizing up the defense. Gets it in the right corner. Kyle Kuzma buries it. It's a three.
Just let me break down to all the young players at home how special of a pass this was. That was a perfect delivery, and it hit the player right in the chest.
Leonard to George. To Leonard. And stuffs it home.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Here's Rondo with it. His guy's down 3. Over to the right side. Kyle Kuzma. Oh, he's been on target from downtown, Jay. He's 5 of 7 from 3.
Yeah, he's been able to knock down those shots by having great spacing on the floor. His teammates deserve the credit as much as he does.
LeBron James with the block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Kyle Kuzma. Smothering D. Almost. Unlucky bounce.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Kuzma against Paul George. Lets it fly from long range. He engulfed him that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Leonard. To Paul George. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. LeBron with it up top. Our score all even in this third quarter. Great dish to set it up. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries the 3. He's too good to leave that open.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
The pass taken away by the Lakers. Oh, the whistle. Jay, take your hands off of me.
A simple touch foul.
The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
Into the game for Los Angeles, number 23, Louis Williams.
James. Has a chance. LeBron James looking good. 4 for 5.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Lakers ball. Danny Green. Nothing going here on that drive. To Danny Green from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. To Leonard. Fires the 3. Now that's a contest. Rondo into the front court. Up by 3. To Kyle Kuzma. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Knocked loose. Oh, big finish at the rim. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Lakers have the lead. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter, and you have to figure they like this spot they're in, entering the quarter with the lead on the road.
Yeah, but Ed, I disagree. As a player, I'm not really worried about how big the lead is right now. I'm worried about what kind of energy we're going to enter the fourth quarter with, more important.
George?
That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. Paul George is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 66% in this contest. Hits a second, one more coming. And he cashes in at the line, 3 for 3. James into the front court. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. And they call the foul. Felt the breeze there, Jay.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Danny Green to the rim. To Beverly. Beyond the arc for 3. Patrick Beverly. He thrives in situations like these.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to your stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Oh, LeBron James, not much more the defense could have done. He hits the contested 3. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Leonard, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
James to Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Going to launch beyond the arc. That's good D. Shot no good.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
Not easy.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Changes coming from both sides right now. Leonard. And throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. It's LA Clippers ball. Beverly to George.
That's me.
Deep right corner. Beverly. That's off the side of the rim, no good. Caldwell Pope to Davis. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Leonard to Williams. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. Cousins to Caldwell Pope. Davis to Caldwell Pope. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Lou Williams sends it away. Ah, that's a 24-second violation. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Clippers have the basketball. George. Shot off the mark. Good defense. To James. For three. He has certainly been on target from downtown. He's 4 of 5 from three-point range.
Let me tell you why. He's been receiving his passes on time and on target. Give the passer some credit in this scenario as well.
DeMarcus Cousins tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
DeMarcus Cousins snatching it out of the air.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Caldwell Pope to Kyle Kuzma. James to Davis. 4-3. That's off the side of the rim, short. George. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's LeBron for two. He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
To Caldwell Pope. There's the toss. The pass taken away by the Clippers.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. NBA on EA Sports.